morning, and welcome to Bumblebee Junction.
Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to get back in the kitchen, do a little bit more canning, and show you extra little tip and trick in there. So hold on, and we'll get to that footage. Okay, I'm going to start getting ready to can these potatoes. I have everything laid out on this big metal table to get started. And I have 20 pounds of potatoes. It takes approximately 20 pounds for 7 jars, quart jars. And 7 quart jars is 1 run through the pressure canner. But I'm about to get started here. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take these potatoes and I'm going to get them peeled up and washed. So I'm going to get to that, and I'll put a little break in here and I'll be right back. Okay, I have all of my potatoes are peeled and they are washed and they're sitting over here in a tub of water. And the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get them chunked up to the size that I want to can with. Now you can chunk them any way you want, in big chunks. If you want to do smaller potatoes, you can do them whole. You can even take them down to 1/2 inch. But I'm going to chunk these just a bit, and I'm going to put them in this water, and I have a little bit of ascorbic acid sprinkled into the water. Whatever different brand that you use is going to be different, so I'm not going to put, exactly how much I put in here, but you want to look at whatever brand you're using and follow their directions. But the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get these chunked up. I'm going to get them in here in the water, and then we'll go from there. Okay, I've got all of the potatoes cut up, and the next thing I'm going to do is drain them, and I'm going to put on a big pot of boiling water, and we're going to boil them for 2 minutes. So let me get these guys drained, get a big pot of water on, and I'll be right back. Okay, this water is just coming to a boil, and I'm going to show you these potatoes. They have not browned at all. That's what the ascorbic acid is for. But I'm going to have to get these into this pan here in just a minute. So hold on, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I got all of these dumped in this big pot. The water was already boiling. I'm going to bring this back up to a boil and then time it for 2 minutes. And as soon as they're done, I'm going to bring them out. I'm going to put them on this tray. And then we'll get to packing jars. So hold on and give me just a minute. Okay, these have boiled. I've turned the pot off to let it slow down a bit. What I'm going to do is take them out. I'm going to put them on the tray to cool just enough to where I can handle them. And then I'm going to start packing jars. So hold on and we'll be right back. Okay, you can see these potatoes are still steaming just a little bit, but they are cool enough to touch. So I'm going to go ahead and start loading these jars. And I'm going to load 7 of these to get into the canner. So hold on and I'll be right back. Okay, let me flip this camera around here just a little bit. I have 7 right here, and I have these 5. Now I'm going to tell you that all the guidelines say 20 pounds of potatoes are going to make 7 quarts. But I do like to make sure that I have a little bit more head space, and I did cut a few extra potatoes just to make sure. And I'm not going to let any of those extra potatoes go to waste. We are going to go ahead and can these up. And I'm actually going to split these into 2 groups of 6. And we're going to go from there. I've got to get some water boiling to fill these up. But the next thing that I want to do is I want to put a teaspoon of salt, canning salt, in each one of these jars. And I'm definitely not going to let any potatoes go to waste. I'm going to go ahead and split these up so I can do 2 batches. But I definitely have to get some boiling water going on so that I can fill these jars up. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to get them up to 1 inch of head space. And hold on, I got 2 more jars here for salt. Alright, so I'm going to get some boiling water on. Definitely not going to let any potatoes go to waste. So you give me just a minute and I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my water coming to a boil. I have 6 jars of potatoes over here. Now what I'm going to do with them is I'm going to fill them to 1 inch head space. They already have salt in them. But to have a full canner load, I'm going to have 7. So what we're going to do is a no soak bean. I have 1 cup of, I believe these are navy beans, 1 bouillon cube. I'm going to fill this up to 1 inch of head space. And we're going to go ahead and run that canner that way. I'm going to do the second batch the same exact way. And we're going to end up with 2 extra jars of beans. But I'm not going to go through every detailed step. Y'all have seen us do canning before. So what I'm going to do is I'm probably just going to put a break in here. And I'll let you watch as I fill the canner up and Mark can speed it up. So hold on and we'll be right back. Okay, I have all 7 jars loaded in here. I'm going to go ahead and get the canner lid set on. Turn that up on high, and then we will go from there. So hold on. I am going to process these once we get a vent of steam. Put the weighted cap on. Then when the button pops up, we're going to go ahead and process these for 40 minutes for quarts. So hold on, and I'll be right back. Okay, there are the beans and the 6 cans of potatoes, and I have to get the second set in, so we're going to go ahead and do that, and I'll be right back to show you when they come out next. Okay, there's the second set of 7. 1 can of beans, 6 cans of potatoes, just came out of the canner. Stand back a little bit. There are 2 cans of beans, 12 cans of potatoes, and these guys are still boiling. So we're all done for the night, and it has been kind of a long day, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, but I'll be back to talk to you in just a few minutes. Okay, so that's all the footage that I have for today, and it does really help a lot when you're trying to get food put away and you have a little bit of an unknowing of what the future holds. Is to catch a few of those things that you use a lot of and try to catch them on sale and get them put away. And that is one thing that canning is absolutely wonderful for. Sorry, it's a loud car. Squirrel! But on the upside too, if you have a little extra space in your canner, canning a few extra cans of beans to take up that space and make your canner much more efficient is always plus too. And it's a little trick that we learned, and comes in handy a little bit more often than you'd think it would. But I should probably go ahead and get on out of here. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. Don't forget to ring that little bell to let you know when I'm cooking something else up. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, anything at all in your mind, please put them in the little box below. And if you enjoyed today's video, please give it a thumbs up. But it's starting to get a little bit late in the day, and time to start thinking about getting back in the kitchen and make a little bit of supper. So I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here. Don't forget, we love you, and we'll see you on the next one.